Okay. Good evening, everyone. So sorry for the delay. Here are some road openings going around. So the traffic is entirely blocked. So that's the reason for the delay. So finally we can start session. So can I before starting session, I would like to know how many are new for today's session? Day one. Please raise your hands. Okay, all of you are day one. Like day one means is it your day one? I'm asking. Okay. Like it is not the day one demo. Actually, two demos are done. But don't worry, those two demos are theoretical demos. So nothing has been done practical till now. So whatever the demos we have seen, those are only completely theoretical part. So in today's class, I'm gonna start the practical part of our course. So can anyone please let me know, in last class, what we have seen? What we have seen? Architectures. Okay, so let's recall few of the part about architecture. Sir, how many architectures we have, sir? Layers architectures, sir. Wait. Architectures are how many? Layers, sir? Can anyone tell me? What are the four architectures? One tier, two tier, three tier, and n tier. And can anyone tell me what are the layers we are having? Presentation, application, and database. Okay, fine. So in one tier architecture, what kind of application can we develop? Standalone application. So in standalone application, all three layers are same place. Example, VLC media player. So with the help of two tier architecture, what kind of application can we develop? Client server. So example for client server is banking application. With the help of three-tier architecture, what kind of application can we develop? Web application examples. Completely whatever we are using on today's generation, everything is a web application. Okay, sir. What is the purpose of using presentation layer? To see the application. Application layer? To use. Database layer? To store and retrieve the data. Okay, fine. So in today's class, I'm gonna show you how to create the layers. Layer is nothing but server. Already we know this point or not, sir? Okay, fine. So I'll ask you a couple of questions. Have you ever heard about the name server? Server. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of server? It is the okay host and user. Okay, then still exactly. What is the meaning of server? In a simple words, what we can tell is server is going to provide the services. What is server going to provide, sir? Okay. First of all, I'll take one real time, like real life example, not real time. That real life example I'm going to convert into the technical world. Fine. So now see here. Sir, for example, let's open the Paytm application. You know Paytm or not, sir? So let me take a paint. Sir, in Paytm application, we have a lot of service or not, sir? Tell me any few services that Paytm can offer. Any few service, you know. Ticket booking, like train tickets can we book? Movie tickets can we book? Mobile recharge and DTH also we can pay, correct or not? So I'm taking movies here. Example as first service is movies. Second one is train service. Which service? So third one is recharge or like DTH. Let's take. Fourth one is mobile recharge service. Is the point clear for all of you now? Okay, so I'm taking one application. So this application having how many services, sir? 4 services. What are those? Movies, train, DTH, and mobile. Okay, fine. So For example, what we are going to do is this application is going to serve to end user, correct or not? But before explaining that, I'll take one normal example, general example. So then we can jump out to the technical example here. So let me open the presentation here once. So to explain this concept, I would like to take one example like restaurant. All of you went to restaurant? Like how frequently you visit, sir? How frequently you visit? Twice a day. Na? Then there must be one beautiful server, right? Eh? Like if that case only, we will try to visit generally. Of course, food is secondary. Eh? Fine here. So if you see here, to explain the concept of server, the first thing I'm going to tell you is just a real life example. Sir, whenever you go to restaurant with your family, so generally we try to visit, right? So for example, it's me. Okay. So I would like to order biryani and this is my kid. So he would like to order sweets and it's one of my wife. Like, sorry, one of means I don't have multiple. Okay. For clarity, I'm telling. Okay, like one of my kid and one of my friend we used to tell like, okay, one of my wife is just for example only. Don't think like what we call Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden, like he's having multiple wives, right? Okay, fine, sir. Here now, like I would like to order biryani, and this kid is fond of sweets. Like dessert, he's going to add, and like yeah, you can sit here. And like the lady is on diet now, so she's going to order only salad. Sir, if you see, what is my requirement? Biryani is my requirement. What is the kid requirement? Sweets. And the lady requirement? Salad. Sir, if I call server, if I order biryani, server is going to serve biryani or not, sir? Huh? If this kid call the server, if he asks the sweet, she is going to serve the sweet or not, sir? And this lady call the server, if she order some salad, is the server going to serve her salad or not, sir? Same example will be applicable to technical term as well. Server means which serves to the end users. Simply which serves to the customers. Here is this server serving to her customers or not, sir? What the customer required, she will serve it. So in real time also, server means what the end user required, server will serve it. If you want me to say it on technical term now, I'll show it on technical term. For example, sir, with the help of Paytm, I want to book the train tickets. What I want to book? The moment if I click on Paytm train tickets, I am sending one request to the server. Server is taking the request and sending me the train tickets or not, sir? Just like the man ordered biryani. Man ordered biryani, server served the biryani. Correct or not? Now, second user want to book the movie tickets. So Jawan movie is coming now. So he just want to book the movie tickets. Simply Paytm movie tickets. Sir, I send request to the server. I ordered. I want to get the movie tickets. Server is giving me the movie tickets or not, sir? Huh? Next, one more user want to recharge to his mobile. Again, what he'll do? Paytm recharge. Now, server is going to send me the recharge service or not, sir? This is what exactly the meaning of server. Server is going to serve the services to the end user. Point clear, sir? If you see the restaurant example as well here, in restaurant example, what I'm saying you here, look at it here. Yeah. So this person one want biryani. Server take the request or not, sir? And like she is going to serve the biryani or not, sir? And person two want sweet. Server take the request, serving him the sweet or not, sir? Server take the request from the user and serve the services to the user. So now write the exact meaning of server. Server serves the services to the end user. To the end user means nothing but client here, okay? Server serves the services. To whom, sir? Basically, server is a big computer. Okay. Server is also a computer, sir, but not like this computer. It is very big computer. So you can see like that much of big computers. When you go for data centers, have you ever seen data centers? Seeing means like on Google at least. Of course, they won't allow us to data centers, but at least we might have seen on movies and Google as well. So whenever you go, there will be some big racks, right? In the racks, we are going to store the servers. What is the purpose of server? To serve the services. To whom, sir? Is the point number one clear for all of you? Okay, fine. So now here what I'm going to do is servers we are going to create on data centers. Of course, previously in olden days, servers we are going to set up on our own buildings only. Those are called as on-prem servers. Which servers? So basically there are majorly types of servers if we talk about. First one is on-prem. Which one? On-prem means servers are going to be on our local buildings. After on-prem servers, now currently we are using the cloud servers. Which servers? Cloud servers. Cloud servers are going to place on cloud, not data centers. Okay, where we are going to place it? On-prem servers are going to store on our local building only, but cloud servers are going to store on data centers. Where it is going to store? Okay, sir, fine. Now, what is my requirement? Let's try to listen it here. So the moment when we are talking about cloud here, sir, in current generation, we have multiple clouds or not, sir? Tell me any famous clouds, Of course, first of all will tell AWS. Why? Because AWS has the highest market share. You know the market value of AWS? 34%. How much it is? So almost all in every 100 rupees, AWS is getting 34 rupees. Like if you talk about the cloud market share. So in our course, we are going to use AWS. In AWS, our servers are also going to call it as EC2 instances. What we can call it as? Or simply you can call it as EC2. The meaning of EC2 means elastic compute cloud. Some people by mistakenly they will tell cloud compute. It is not cloud compute, guys. EC2 means elastic compute cloud. What we can call it as? Okay, EC2 means elastic compute cloud. I got the clarity. Now, what is my requirement? Sir, how to create a cloud server on your AWS account means it is very simple process. How much time it will take to create server, sir, in general? 30 seconds is enough. How many seconds? 30 seconds you can create a server. Okay. Process is very, very easy. Till now you don't know about servers, right? How many of you know about servers here? Some people might have done AWS course, right? So apart from you, remaining people don't know about server. But by the end of the session, all of you can able to create server by yourself. Okay. So please pay attention for the next 20 minutes. I'll make it very, very easy for you. To create server, how many steps we need to perform, 7 steps. How many steps, sir? Sir, 7 step means, is it like less number of steps or more number of steps? Huh? Less or more? Less number of steps only. Before cloud, people used to take at least 2 days to create server before cloud comes into market. But after cloud comes into the market, 2 days work is going to become 2 minutes or not, sir? So that's it. Okay, sir. Now, like you are telling that the meaning of server means serves to the services. Like servers serve the services. To whom, sir? End user. So coming to type of servers. How many servers we have? First one is where on-prem servers are going to locate. Second type of servers is cloud server are going to locate on. What kind of cloud we are going to use on our course? In AWS, your servers are going to call as EC2 instance. Okay, or EC2 simply. EC2 full form is elastic compute. Okay, sir, fine. EC2 means elastic compute cloud. You said that. Coming to the number of steps, sir, how many number of steps here we have? 7 steps. So write the step number 1, tags. Tags means we can give name to the server. Okay, steps are going to be very, very easy. Step number 1 is what? Tags. Tags means what, sir? Name. Okay, fine. Sir, whatever the steps I am telling here theoretically, I'll show it practically. Parallelly, we are going to do. So let me open my AWS console here. So click on launch instance. The moment if you click on launch instance, step number 1 is names and tags or not, sir. Here we can give name of server. For example, I'm giving Netflix. What I'm giving the name? So like how many of you are new for today's class? Just one more time. Okay, few of you, right? So all of you have Netflix accounts? No, right? But don't worry, like by end of session, I'll give Netflix account free of cost for you. Already we have given for last people, right? Last class, have we given or not? By today end of session, I'll give it. Trust me, like ask the people who came for last class. Guys, have you created Netflix or not, guys? Have you opened the application on your mobile or not? Same application we are going to open one more time. Okay, fine. So the step number 1 is we are going to give the name of the server. What is name of my server? Netflix. Step number 1 is done. Step number 2 is here AMI. What it is? AMI. AMI means Amazon Machine Image. What is AMI? Sir, I clearly said that server is equal to computer or not, sir? Server is equal to, but big computer, not small computer. Tell me one thing. You have the laptops, like your computers you have. In your computer, do you have operating system or not, sir? Without operating system, can you use your computer? Why we can't use? Without operating system, we cannot able to communicate with our servers like computers. So like that, if I want to communicate with my EC2 instances, I need to have the operating system or not, sir? So in step number 2, I'm gonna get my operating system as well as I'm going to get some software packages as well. What I'll get, sir? Operating system and software packages. Clear now? So here, if you see, we have a lot of operating systems. Can anyone tell me how many type of OS we have? Linux, Windows, Ubuntu, Red Hat. These all are wrong. Not 3, only 2 we have. Not Linux. See, when it's come to operating system, we have 2 operating system only. First one is Windows, second one is Mac OS. Which one? Sir, what you are talking, sir? Are you mad or what? Like Linux also one of the OS are not, sir. But trust me, Linux is not the operating system. It is kernel. What we can call it as? The meaning of kernel is lowest level of operating system. Lot of people without having the proper knowledge of Linux, they are tagging it as operating system. But if you ask me, I'll never say Linux as operating system. But the people started calling it as operating system. The exact meaning of Linux is called as kernel. What we can call it as? The meaning of kernel is lowest level of operating system. That means it is also an OS, but the least level of OS. Clear now? That's it. But again, like people started calling it as operating system, right? So like it evolved as Linux operating system. Okay, but trust me, Linux is never going to be called as operating system. We need to call it as kernel. What we need to call as? And some people will tell Ubuntu, Red Hat, CentOS, right? That is also not operating system. Those are what you can call as flavors. What we can call as flavors. I think like some of you have done the Red Hat certification. See, right? So even you try, your tender might be said it is an OS, right? They said kernel, right? No, not this one. Like when it comes to Linux, what they said? Kernel. If you ask the certified people, they will give the exact information. Okay. Don't believe myths in the technical field. Okay. If you believe myths, you are going to get the wrong information. Now tell me, sir, how many kind of OS we have? What are those? Windows and Mac OS. What about Linux? It's a kernel. What is the meaning of kernel? Lowest level of operating system. And Ubuntu, Red Hat are distributions of OS. Okay. Okay, sir, fine. Like, of course, flavors and distributions are same again. Both are same. So here I am going to take the Linux kernel. What I'm going to take about? Linux. Why? Because guys, in real time, 96% of your servers are going to run on Linux platform only. Which platform? Can I tell you something? You don't believe? Without Linux operating system, you cannot finish your day. Do you believe this one? I'll make it prove. Okay, sir, how you are going to prove means I'm not a scientist to do experiment here, but I'll tell some facts for you. All of you are having mobile phones here? How many of our okay, fine. Sir, apart from iOS, you are using Android platform, right? Other complete Android is written on Linux only. If you are using Android mobiles, that is completely occupied by the Linux OS only. Correct or not, sir? Now tell me, without mobile, can you finish our day? Forget about mobile, sir. You know supercomputers, right? What is the purpose of using supercomputers? To get the weather reports, to calculate some mathematical equations. Correct or not? Even supercomputers, if you take top 500 supercomputers, you know Tianhe? It is one of the supercomputer in the world. And when it comes to India, we have something called as Paramyuva. It's supercomputer we have for the India, the best supercomputer. Even those kind of supercomputers also using the Linux platform only. Which platform? Are you having smartwatches? Linux platform. Are you using smart TVs? Linux platform only. Completely electronic gadgets are completely obsessed with the Linux platform only. That means without electronic gadgets, can we finish our day, sir? So that is the importance of Linux. Sir, why you are giving this much of importance means I'll tell on next class, not now. So here we are talking about OS only, right? So I'm going to take the Linux kernel here. What I'm going to taking here? Linux. So currently on step number 2, we are going to select operating system and packages. Here, which OS I have taken? I mean, like which kernel I have taken? Linux. Fine. What is your step number 3, sir? Instance type. Sir, in step number 3, you are telling about instance type. What is the meaning of instance type? Means server is equal to computer. Correct or not, sir? Your server is having the operating system. But it is not having the CPU and RAM, sir. Do you have any use of it? Just think logically. Your server is having operating system to communicate, but it doesn't have any kind of CPU and RAM. Is it going to work? In step number 3, I'm going to select the CPU and RAM. What I'm going to select? Sorry, RAM, not RAM. Like after writing my name continuously for a lot of batches, it came as RAM. Fine now. Again, step number 1, 2 to 3, one more time. Step number 1 is what, sir? Tags. In tags, what we can provide? Name. Step number 2 is here what we can select? OS and packages. How many type of OS we have? What are those? Windows and Linux and Mac. Then what about Linux? I'll ask you one more thing. Sir, pronounce this one. Linux or Linux? Linux, huh? How many of it is Linux? When me too. How many of you say Linux? When again me too. Sir, what is this means? Both are correct only. Sir, if you talk about English having how many accents, you know? Two accents. Basically, nobody knows the English accents, but I know there are totally multiple accents on English. How many accents, sir? So, like, depend upon the type of accent we are going to use, the word is going to change. Some people will call it as Linux and some people will call it as Linux. It depends upon your choice, how you can call. Okay, that's it. So here I'm going to use the like Linux kernel here, and step number 3 is instance type. In instance type, what you are going to select, sir? CPU and RAM. Are these first 3 steps clear for all of you? Everyone? Okay, so now what about your online guys? Can you please confirm your own chat once? Are these first 3 steps clear for all of you? I would like to get response from all of you. Okay, great. So everyone is clear with these 3 steps now. Fine. Okay, one more time I'll explain all the above steps like at the end of session. Don't worry. Now step number 4, I'm gonna give the key pair. What I'm gonna give? Sir, if you have one computer, you will put password or not, sir? For login to computer. Here also we are going to put the login. So here we can give the password for our server to login. Okay. So key pair we are going to use for login purpose. Which purpose? Again, coming to the key pair, we are majorly having 2 types of key pairs. Can anyone tell me? No, absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Public and so first one is public key. Public key is going to maintain by whom, sir? AWS people will maintain the public key, and private key is going to maintain by end user. Okay. Again, in private key also we have 2 types, PEM and PPK. Can anyone tell me the abbreviation of PEM and PPK? PEM means privacy enhanced mail. PPK means putty private key. Okay. But we are going to discuss about PEM and PPK later. So here key pair main purpose is to log into the server. So coming to the types, how many types we have, sir? First one is public key. Public key maintained by, private key maintained by. If we combine these 2 keys only, then only our server is able to open. Otherwise, we cannot able to log into our server. Is the point clear, sir? Fine. In step number 5, we are going to define network for our computer. What we are going to define, sir? Network. Sir, every computer need to have network or not, sir? Then servers also need to have network or not? You know VPN? What is the purpose of using VPN? Like it's gonna create some separate network, our own design network, right? In real time for servers also, we are going to create our own network. Why? Because, sir, if we don't create our own network, everyone can able to access our applications. Is it a good practice? In order to restrict our servers, to protect our data, we are going to enhance our security with the help of VPC. Which one? VPC means virtual private cloud, which will create some separate network. What is VPC going to create? Our own network. Simply we can call it as own network. And second thing, we are going to define here security groups. What we are going to define here? Sir, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of security group? Firewalls. Okay, like how it is going to help us? Unauthorized access. Okay, then browser. Inbound. Like I'm asking, what is the main use of using security group? Main purpose? No, not that. Allow the traffic. After allowing the traffic, what we are going to do? No, you are telling the point, but it is not the accurate, precise point. I want the precise point of using network security groups. The precise point of using security group is to access the application. Access of what? Sir, as a DevOps engineer, you are going to deploy your applications, correct or not, sir? In real time, your application is running on port number 8080. If I allow port number 8080 on security group, then only you can be able to access the application. Correct or not, sir? So to explain this concept, let's take our normal example again. Sir, you want to communicate with me. You want to speak with me. Do you need to have my mobile number or not, sir? Without mobile number, can you able to communicate? You don't have mobile number, but you still try to communicate with me. What will happen? Like there is no use, right? It's like chasing a goose. Okay, like that. So whenever you create your application, applications in server is going to run on particular port number. These port numbers you are going to define on security groups. Where we are going to define on? So this is the exact point you want to tell. When someone asks about security group, in security group, we are going to define the ports. With the help of the ports, we are going to access the applications. Clear, sir? Can anyone tell me the range of security groups? 0 to? Guys, your AWS course is done. You need to tell me the answer. Security group range. 65,535 or 6? Zero to 65,505 or 6? 35 or 36? 35, eh? Try to see an official documentation. Just open your official docs once and see what is okay. Don't worry, I'll open it here for you. SG range in AWS. Sir, is it your official documentation or not, sir? Can anyone tell me the range here? Like, are you able to see any range here? One second. Let me try to move this one. Are you seeing any kind of range here? You are seeing some ports only. So, for example, you are seeing 7,000 to like 8,000 ports like this. But are you seeing any precise number here? No. Security group range in AWS. If you try to scroll down, what is the maximum security group range? Like I'm going to type it here. Why? Because here a lot of people will confuse. To make you clarity, I'm going to show it lively for you. Security group last port. Are you seeing any last ports are here? If you try to scroll down, are you seeing any precise value here? No. But if you refer some documents, exactly it is going to tell 65,535. Here what I wrote. Accurate value or not, sir, but some people will tell 36. I think you have ever heard about 36? Officially, we need to use 0 to 65,535 only. What is the range, sir? 0 to 65,500. But lot of people will think it is 36. It's not correct. Total 36. But why it is showing 35 only? For including 0 is also going to include. But if we talk about maximum range, it is going to end with 35 or 36. That's the point you need to catch. When I ask about range, we need to tell the last value only, sir. Correct or not? It is a small confusion all of you have, might be. So now you got the clarity. What is the range? 65,535. Fine now. So it is your step number 5. Sir, again, step number 5. First of all, here we are going to define the network. What we are going to define? Network. What you are going to define first? VPC. VPC means our own network. Security group. What is the purpose of using security group? Access the application. What is the port range, sir? 0 to 65,535. Now coming to step number 6, here we are going to discuss about storage. What we are going to discuss about? Storage. Sir, storage means RAM or ROM, sir? No, ROM. Already RAM we define now here. Are you seeing step number 3? Storage means here it comes under ROM. By default, AWS will give 8 GB of volume. How much of AWS is going to provide the volume, sir. But you know, maximum value of AWS EBS volume? Can anyone tell me what is the maximum value of AWS EBS? 16 terabytes. How much it is? 16 terabytes. That too for which EC2 type, like EBS type? If you ask about EBS, EBS is having a lot of classification, right? SSD, HDD. Again in SSD, you are having general purpose provision IOPS. For general purpose provision IOPS, 16 TB is the maximum. But when you are going to HDD, they are going to have throughput optimized, right? Cold HDD. The maximum range of throughput cold and EBS magnetic is 15 TB. How much of it? So the maximum for SSD is how much we can assign, sir? 16 terabytes. How much? But in real time, you don't use 16 TB, sir. Maximum 300 of volume is enough. 300 GB. How much? 16 TB is very, very, very huge. Even we don't use that much of volume in real time. So if you ask me, like whatever the work I have done on the servers, the maximum EBS volume that I worked on a single server is 300. How much it is? Fine. So now step number 7. Summary. Summary means reviewing. What is step number 7? Summary means what here? Review. Is this point clear for all of you? So first of all, step number 1 is in tags what we can give, sir? Name. Step number 2. AMI, what we are going to have here? Operating system and packages. Step number 3. Instance step. Here what we are going to allocate? CPU and RAM. By default, we will get 1 CPU as well as 1 GB of RAM. It is more than enough for us for practice purpose. Step number 4. Key pair. Key pair main purpose is to log in. How many keys we have? 2 keys. What are those? Public key and private key. 5th one. In network, what you are going to define? VPC. VPC means our own network. Next, security group. What you are going to define? In security group, I am going to define about. No, I am going to define what? Ports. What I am going to define? Ports I am going to define. What is the maximum range of port? 0 to 65,535. And what is the storage, sir? Here we are going to allocate 8 GB is the least storage. And what is the maximum storage? Terabytes. But are we going to use terabytes of data in real time? Big companies like Microsoft, Amazon, top dogs, you know, top dog. The meaning of top dog is the highest gross, like what we call this one, highest companies in terms of revenue. If you talk about MANG companies, MANG means MANG, Meta, Apple, Netflix, Google. FANG means Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google. Okay. So MANG companies and FANG companies, these kind of companies are going to use petabytes of data. Okay. But we don't use that much of data. Maximum 16 terabytes of data is enough for us. It is step number 6. And step number 7 is summary. So are these 7 steps clear for all of you? Everyone. Okay. What about you online? Are these 7 steps clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat once? If it is clear for you, then we are going to implement the practical part of it. Online guys, is it clear for you? Can you please confirm? And in the meanwhile, offline, anyone having DevOps knowledge here, like some basic DevOps knowledge? No one? Okay. Tell me what is the difficult tool you heard about DevOps? Huh? Ansible, Terraform. And apart from that, Kubernetes. Huh? Okay, let's do one thing. How much of time required to set up Kubernetes, sir? How much of time you think required to set up Kubernetes? Huh? 20 minutes. 40 minutes. I'll do it on 2 minutes. That's for sure. And tell me one more tool which you feel is difficult. Terraform. Huh? Terraform I can set up on like 30 seconds max. Ansible, 4 minutes. And apart from that, Jenkins, Jenkins also 2 minutes only. I'll show it lively. Why? Because whatever the stuff I am teaching right here, first of all, I need to give clarity for you. Okay. Whatever the content I'm gonna tell you is completely real-time production level content. So somebody said Jenkins is difficult to set up, right? I'll do nothing. I'll run one script. In last class to deploy the Netflix application, what I have done, sir? Script, right? Have done anything manual there? In today's class also, I'm going to run one script. That script is going to set up Jenkins. I'll do nothing. Why? Because as a DevOps engineer, we want to do manual work or automation work. I'll show you automation with the help of scripting, pure real-time production level scripting I'm going to show. So let's do this. But before that, let me create a server here. So in step number 1, I give the name. Step number 2, have I select my AMI or not, sir? Step number 3, I select instance type. Step number 4, I'm going to create the key pair. Already I have the key pair, sir, but in tomorrow's class, I'm going to show you key pair. 1 second. Let me change the region here. I don't want to create it on Northern Virginia. Let me go to Paris. So application name is Netflix. So AMI, I'm going to select second AMI. Why? Because latest one is always having the bugs. I already said this point, might be in last class. Instance type T2 micro is there. It's fine. Key pair. Click on create new key pair. The key pair name, I'm going to give it as day 1. What I'm going to give? I am going to use PEM key. Click on create key pair. So now here, I'm going to show you how to give the security group. Are you seeing edit button here? By default, you have one VPC, sir. Don't disturb this VPC. Use the default VPC as of now. How to give security group means give the name all traffic. All traffic for EC2. By default, we are going to have SSH security rule. This is responsible to connect to our servers. Okay, if you don't have SSH on your security group, we cannot able to connect to our EC2 instances. But apart from that, I'm going to give all traffic. All traffic means all ports I'm enabling. What I'm enabling? All port means what is the range here? 0 to 65,535. Put anywhere. Step number 5 done. Step number 6 is configuring. What is the default here? Maximum is 16 terabytes. I don't want to give that one. Step number 7 is review. Like summary. Are you seeing review or not, sir? Here. Click on launch instance. Don't worry. Daily, I'm going to show you how to create servers. Okay. So now after creating the server, now here what I'm going to do, I am going to show you how to set up the Jenkins within 2 minutes. Okay. I'll do nothing. In my GitHub, if you go to my account, Rahamshek007, here you have something called as all setups. So in all setups, are you seeing all of these scripts, sir? Are you seeing Jenkins script here? Where is Jenkins? Yeah, there. Copy this script from here. I'm copying it here. Is my server running now? Within 30 seconds. So how to connect to our server means, first of all, select on your server. The moment if you select on your server, are you seeing connect option here? Click on connect. And here also click on connect. Now you can able to open your server. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you lively how to set up Jenkins. Basically, it is not the concept to teach now, but why I'm showing means to show you how much of scripting you are going to use and how much of automation you are going to do on real time. I'm gonna create one script, Jenkins script, and I'm gonna paste the content here. I will do nothing. SH Jenkins. Guys, don't worry here. I'm just running the script. Entire thing is going to be done by script only. I'll not touch the system anymore. Just wait for it. If you want, you can set up the stopwatch as well. 2 minutes we said, na? Even before 2 minutes also we can finish it. Sir, here am I doing anything? No, right? Who is doing the work? Script. Script means are we using automation or manual? This is how your real time is going to work completely. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah. No, I create my own. Whatever the scripts I write for my real time company, the scripts completely I'm using here. No need. Here we are using bash script, right? Script means you can prefer any kind of language. Okay, you can use shell script, you can use bash script, or you can go for Python as well. As a DevOps engineer, I'll recommend you to go with bash only. Why? Because it is the default script we have for our environment, right? That's it. Sorry? Like you can use my repository. If you go to this repository, entire setups, all of the DevOps setups will be on single place. If you want to set up Jenkins, if you want to set up Grafana, you know Grafana? That is also you can set up. And it will take only 20 seconds to set up Grafana. I'll also show this. But before that, see, currently my Jenkins is running. Just wait for 1 minute, like not 1 minute, even like less than 1 minute. You can see something active. Those people might work on Python. So that's the reason they said. Okay. Sir, here if you observe, have you done anything here? No, right? Automatically setup is done itself or not, sir? So now try to copy your public IP address. Your setup is done almost. The port number for Jenkins is 8080. Is your Jenkins dashboard coming or not, sir? No? How easy it is? Have you done anything manual here? Completely, I ran a single script. Correct or not? Okay, sir, fine. Like you are showing only one script. With only one script, I cannot decide it is automation. Show me one more application. Of course, I will show. Are you seeing Grafana script here? So what I'm going to do is, here I have the Grafana script set up. So it is the script. So I can start it from here. So from here, copy the content from here. So now Jenkins is set up. Have you seen it practically? Live scripting. Of course, I haven't teach you till now, but this is how your class is going to be. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one more script for you to show you automation. VM grafana.sh. Gonna paste it here. sh grafana.sh. So now see how much time it will take. Sir, in the same server, again, one more script I am using. Is this script directly installing Grafana or not, sir? Copy the public IP address again. So the port number for Grafana is 3000 port number. What it is? 3000. So now you can see Grafana is active and running now. Is Grafana running? Hit enter now. Automatically you can see the dashboard. Are you seeing my Grafana dashboard, sir? Of course, if you want to install Nexus, SonarQube, MySQL, ArengoDB, MySQLDB, everything you can do from script. If you want to verify it, go to your home, try to use this script. Whatever script you can run, everything you will get the output. Okay. This kind of automation you are going to learn here as a fresher. Nobody will do this kind of automation in real time as well. If you want to ask, like the people who is working on your real time, your friends, families, or might be relatives, just call them and ask. In your company, everything you are going to set up by using script or like manual work. The reason why I am automating this much of content is, like, might be a lot of people here want to go with experience, right? How many of you want to go with experience here? Just raise your hands. Completely for you people. Why? Because my target is the experienced people only. If fresher learn 50% of the content, what I'm going to teach you, definitely you can get the job blind shortly. Okay. Why? Because this content is equivalent to 3 years of content, whatever I'm teaching. And the level of task I'm going to give, level of project I'm going to tell you, everything will be the same level. Is it clear for all of you now? So now let's deploy one more application. Now I'm going to deploy the Netflix application. What I'm going to deploy? Open your mobile, all of you. Again, for deploying the Netflix application also, I'm gonna use script only entirely. Are you seeing my script here? So type the IP address 15.188.3.177. So again, copy the script and sh netflix.sh. If you type that IP address, within 10 seconds, your Netflix is going to appear on your screen. Are you getting the application now? IP address 15.188.3.177. If you can see, here I'm typing it here. So online guys, even I'm also giving link for you. If you copy my IP address, you are going to get the Netflix application. Try to check it. Are you getting the application? All of you. Huh? So even if I open the real Netflix application, Netflix sign in. Sir, compare this both applications, sir. It is the application I deployed, right? It is the application of original Netflix. Are you finding the similarity or not? How I have done this? With the help of, have done any manual work here? What I have done here? Automation. What I have done? Is automation a principle of DevOps here or not, sir? In day one, what I said, when talking about principles of DevOps engineer, first of all, we need to learn about architectures. Correct or not? In last class, I said about architecture or not, sir? That's it. And one of the principle is to do the automation of task. Am I automating task or not, sir? That means whatever I'm starting from day one, it is completely your real-time work. If you go to other places, demo means just they will teach you about theoretical part. But here it is not like that. Even if it is demos or if it is real classes, whatever the content I'm going to explain is real-time content. And with this experience, definitely you can survive on any kind of company. But the only thing you want to put is efforts. If you come to classes daily, and if you are more passionate towards learning, I'll teach you more and more of in-depth. Even I'll try to teach you all the troubleshooting scenarios. Subject everyone will teach, sir. But troubleshooting and automation, no one will teach. But here I am to teach all the troubleshooting and automation skills for you. Is it clear for all of you now? Okay. So I think now creating of server is clear for all of you, right? Let's create one more time. Okay. So now this time you want me to tell me the process of creating the server. Sir, to create server, how many steps we have, sir? Tell me the step number one. In step number one, what we want to give? Tags. Tags means we are going to give name. We are going to give. Step number two, I'm going to give AMI is having OSN packages. Here I'm going to select N-1 version. Why? Because N-1 will have the stability. Next, step number three, what we are going to select? CPU and RAM. Are you seeing 1 CPU and 1 GB of RAM, sir? T2 micro. Step number four, key pair is for, already I have one key pair. Day one, are you seeing this one? I'm using the same key pair, sir. In step number five, you are going to select network. That means we are going to create your VPC. VPC means second one, security group. Already I create my security group. What is the name of security group? All traffic for reset. Guys, remember, key pair and security group, you create only one. And you can use for 100 times. There is no limitation. Some people will daily create a new key pair and daily they will create a new security group. That is not required. One security group and one key pair is completely enough for the course. Step number 6. How much? 8 GB is by default, maximum. Step number 7, sir. Summary. Summary means like we can review the options. Click on launch instance. Is the process clear how to create server now? Now let's see how to connect to the server. If you want to connect to server, first of all, click on your server and are seeing connect option here. Click on connect. If you go to here, are you seeing one more connect option, sir? Click on it. Is it clear now? That's it. So in today's class, what we have seen, sir? What is server? How many types of servers we have? And how to create server. Clear now? And after that, I have shown you some automation work as well. How to automate your Jenkins setup, how to automate your Grafana, and how to automate your Netflix deployment. And if you want me to show other as well, I can show, but not now. In upcoming class, we are going to show it. Yeah. So in that case, you can use Elastic IP, right? We can use it. Like what he is asking means, whenever you stop the server and you start the server, public IP address will change. In real time, will our public IP address will change frequently, sir? For that kind, we can use Elastic IP. Elastic IP means your IP will never change. Okay. How many Elastic IPs we have? Maximum 5 it is. How many? And how many of completed your AWS course here? Okay, only 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do you know from 2024 February, a new update is coming on AWS. Whatever the public IP address you are using, right? For the public IP address, you are going to be charged $0.005 per hour. So this is the new update. Okay. So this is not from now, from February of 2000. Till now, public IP address is free, right? But from exactly 6 months from now, your public IP address is going to be charged. That's it. Okay, sir. That's it for the demo today. So before going for doubts and queries, like how the demo is for today? I'm not getting proper response. How the demo? Good. Is it clear for all of you? So, and one thing I'm telling is, this demo is not related to any previous session. It is the fresh class. It is practical class number 1. Okay. Whatever the content I have taught, completely we are going to learn this kind of automation works only. But if you want to learn automation works, what you want to do first? What you want to do? You need to practice not. First of all, you need to enroll this course. Why? Because if you don't come to this course, right, you cannot learn this now. But don't worry, still we have 1 or 2 demos left. Don't pay the money immediately. Okay. So listen to the demos. If you are satisfied with the demos and if you're satisfied with the way of explanation content and the way of automating things, then only enroll for this course. And coming to the course details, I'm going to tell you one more time. Sir, our course duration is how many months, sir? Duration is almost all we are going for 2.5 months, but it will take more than 2.5 sometimes. So what will be the fee? 8,000. How many tools I'm going to teach you? 11 tools. How many AWS topics I'm going to cover here? 20, not 15 only. Okay, if I cover 20, that is completely AWS syllabus actually. Okay. So next, it is hands-on batch. Which batch? Hands-on batch means you can come from morning 8 to evening 8 at any time on the lab. While you are practicing, mentors are going to help you. So a lot of people might came to lab here. So, like even I am also going to available you for there. Whenever you are practicing, if you got doubts or queries, they are going to help you. Even though if they are also not able to resolve your queries, I'll be there to help you out there. And apart from this, like how much of experience can you gain with this course? Simply 3. I won't tell 3 plus, only 3 is enough. Okay. Now, and coming apart from this, with the help of this course, you are going to get the resume building session. I'm going to teach you how to build your resumes, career guidance, and mocks as well. Okay. So while teaching the class only, I'm going to teach you troubleshooting techniques as well as I'm going to give you the interview questions as well. Clear now? So now, apart from this, if you are having any doubts or any queries, you can ask me. First of all, please go ahead. Okay. So in general, when you're talking about Jenkins, right? So you will get the mainly configuration issues. For example, Jenkins works on Java 11, but unfortunately, your server is referring Java 1.8.0. Jenkins will not work. Why? Because Jenkins needs Java 11. First kind of issue. Second kind of issue is when we are setting up these things like Jenkins, if you want to get the build, there is a build tool called Maven. So this Maven, if you don't configure it properly, we are going to get the errors. Third thing is, whenever you are configuring the jobs on Jenkins, sometimes there is going to happen misconfiguration. For example, my code is on master branch and I'm trying with the main branch. Branch difference is there or not, sir? So those kind of mistakes are also going to happen. Okay. All these mistakes I'm going to show you lively, and I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot those mistakes as well. Okay. Two types of issue. First one is configuration of issue. Second one is server level issues. Configuration means tool level issues and server level issues. Both we are having. For example, like if you ask me, Minikube, like Kubernetes. So Kubernetes Minikube is a single node cluster. So this kind of servers require at least 20 GB of EBS volume. But unfortunately, if I try to give 8 GB of EBS volume, it won't take. And sometimes it will require more than 2 CPUs. If we talk about JFrog, Nexus, so these are Artifactory repositories. Nexus required at least 2 CPUs and 4 GB of RAM. Unfortunately, if you try with T2 Micro, how many CPUs you will get? 1 CPU, right? At that time, it is server level issue. So these are the common scenarios we are going to face. Apart from this, sometimes your server is going to get 2x2 checks, right? What is the meaning of 2x2 checks? Instance type and system check and instance check. That means instance check referring for the hardware level. For example, when you get 1x2, so generally we'll get 2x2 checks only. But sir, unfortunately, when you get 1x2 checks only, like, sorry, let me delete this one. If you go to my server here, currently I am having only 2x2, sir. But what you are going to do when you are getting 1x2? Relaunch. No, basically you can reboot it directly. You can reboot it, first level of thing. Second level of thing is you can increase the hardware properties for it, like increasing of RAM, CPUs, and memory. So these are the some of the commonly faced issues for the server level configuration. Okay, again, tool level configuration I'm going to say on the tools. Okay, so let's go with online queries for a few times. So online, let me come with you. Sir, I don't have knowledge on AWS or Linux. I'm a fresher 2023. So Zaid, I'll tell you one thing. To join this course, you don't need to have any previous knowledge. Why? Because I'm going to cover Linux here, AWS here, DevOps. This is scratch level course. That means you can start from 0 level. Hope it is clear for you, Zaid. Sir, when I'm trying to log into AWS account, it's showing an error regarding payment. So Nandu, I would like to recommend to check whether you have international transaction or not, Nandu. Sometimes if you don't have international transaction, your payment get rejected. Hope it is clear for you. Sir, is AWS mandatory? No. Basically here I'm going to teach AWS, like few part of AWS I'm going to cover here. That will be enough, Riddhi. Next, before DevOps. I'm not getting your question, Zaid. Like, what is before DevOps? In Linux, you are going to have some separate batch. Like here, I'm going to cover Linux, but administrator level course, you are going to have separate batch that is 45 days course, completely free of cost for you. Okay. How will you support online joiners to visit lab? And one more thing, I already said, lab support will be given to offline and online. So online, if you are not able to come to offline, we are going to send one Zoom link. In that Zoom link, you can join and you can discuss with the mentors. What are the doubts and queries you are having? Hope it is clear for you, Pradeep. What if port got failed or we install both Jenkins and Docker in same port? You can change the port number of Jenkins, Bindu. Like the Jenkins port number is 8080, right? I can make it as 8082 as well. I can make it as 8090. That is also I'm going to show you how to make it. So next, it is clear for you, Monica, I think so. Sir, are you going to cover EC2, EBS? Yes, definitely. I'm going to cover all of this, Ali Ahmad. Guys, for your reference, I would like to check, I would like to give my syllabus copy for all of you. Online, guys, if you open your chat box, there I'm going to give you the syllabus. And offline, have you got the syllabus link for all of you? If you don't have the syllabus copy, please ask your admin Rajesh sir, or otherwise I'll give it. Just give me 1 second. And after this course, you are going to get the placement support as well. Okay. Next. Yeah. So Shiva Prasad, directly you can go for Raham Sheikh 007 account. You can get it from there. And offline, if you want the syllabus copy, please open your Google Lens once. Google Lens. In Google Lens, try to copy this QR code. So if you copy that QR code, you are going to get one link. From that link, you can download the syllabus content. Okay, so wherever you go, so you can't get more syllabus than this. So still any doubts or queries online? So Ali Ahmad, if you want to speak, I'm gonna give 1 minute option for you. You can speak ahead, Ali Ahmad. Ali, are you able to speak? I gave 1 minute option for you. And if anyone want to speak also, like please raise your hands. Like I'm gonna unmute yourself. Is there any morning batch? Currently, I don't have morning batch, Zaid. But after like 3 weeks from now, I'm going to have the morning batch soon. Like by end of this month, most probably.
Hey Sheikh.
Oh, one second. Like, Ali, give me 1 second. I'm not able to hear you.
Sure.
Can you speak now?
Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank you for a wonderful demo. So I have a quick questions regarding this Ansible scripts and Terraform setup, and also this ECS, and then how we have to automatically write a Jenkins script by using my Terraforms kind of stuff. So you are going to cover those topics also?
Yeah, definitely. Like if you want me to automate the Jenkins setup by using Terraform, we have something called as provisioners. I think you know about that one, right? Terraform provisioners.
Provisions, yeah.
So local exec, remote exec, with the help of them, like we can automate like Ali. We can do it. And if you want me to tell that in Ansible, we can write playbooks and we can execute from the main server.
Okay, so those as a part of this training or something different?
Yeah, like I'm also going to cover those as well. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Great. So still any doubts or queries from online? If you are having, please raise your hands. I'm gonna give 1 minute option for you. All of you taking this QR code? Okay, then great. Sir, have you checked with placement team? Haven't I like contact them till like Bindu? But definitely by tomorrow I'll contact them. Like I forgot about your. Okay, fine. So when the actual class starts, so this is the day 1 of actual classes. Okay. So from today onwards, we are going to enter into practical session. So day 1, I have shown you how to create EC2 instance. This process entirely, I'm going to explain one more time for you in tomorrow's session. Forget about the demo. That is theoretical part only. Your real classes start from today itself. Okay. And how many of you bought your laptops? All of you can go to lab now. Okay. And I'll assign mentors for you now. So these mentors are going to help you on the practice. And tomorrow, I would like to ask you to bring your cards to create your AWS account. Okay. To create your AWS account, you need to have Visa card, MasterCard, or American Express. But recently, some people saying REPAY is also going to accept. Okay. That's it. So morning batch will not start now, Rupesh. It will take some time. But in the meanwhile, you can join in this batch and you can later switch as well. Okay, then offline. Are we good for today? Satisfied with the demo? Okay, then you can leave for now. Thank you, everyone. Bye all.